Okay, so in May of 2010, I went on a cruise to Cozumel, Mexico with a friend of mine and some of her friends to renew her wedding vows. There were 5 of us that kind of hung out together. And over the course of talking to each other on the boat over 4 or 5 days, I found out that out of the 5 of us, 4 of us had been victims of sexual abuse in our childhood. And you know, statistics tell you it's 1 out of every 4. I think it's way more than that. And so I ended up writing this piece called Kindred Spirits, about how many of us there are, and just what that is, what that's like. So this is Kindred Spirits. Kindred Spirits would be a nice way to put it. Survivor would be a proud title to attach. But the honest admission of abuse victims is more accurate, and I've met more of these sisters than I care to admit these days. Beautiful but self-conscious, confident while full of doubt, wanting to be found attractive while managing this thing of balance misdirection, because we always associate the 2 with impending destruction, and people wonder why we're crazy, slightly off balance. What would you expect after having to live our lives? When childhood bedrooms become war zones instead of safe havens in which to launch our dreams. When mothers can't be our confidants because we wish for no one else to witness our shame, so we suffer. Some of us quietly, others in the shouts and screams of our aggression and independence. It's no wonder we leave you confused. See, we don't come with identifying markers. There's no way to tell one from the other. They don't hang signs around our necks for easy identification, but God, sometimes I wish they did, because I think the sheer number would astound you, maybe even confound you, because we outnumber the innocents by a mile. We are the majority, wishing to be the minority so that we can enjoy their privileges of having bad touch only be the letters written on a teddy bear diagram in 1st grade, and mirrors not becoming reflections of battered little girls who went to damaged grown women. We have been made. Why can't these be our experiences? Why were we selected to be a part of this multitude who survive while permanently disabled by our abuse? I'm sick of asking these questions and all the others like them, because there is no answer other than this. This is your life, one of adversity and strife. And while I would have wished for you something different, a little less emotionally significant, I pray that it's made you stronger, tougher to break. At least then I know in the end you'll find your way through the twists and turns of heartbreak, the loneliness that comes from a lack of understanding, and the feeling of abandonment when those you thought would be there leave. And while it may be tough and some days seemingly impossible to achieve, keep pushing, diva. Hold your head high and plant your feet. And the next time adversity comes, remember your fairy tales, the stuff of grown woman dreams, and eventually you'll find peace.
So Danny, you're known as Danny the Poet.
I am.
Tell us about the projects you have as a poet.
Okay, so right now I'm getting ready for probably my largest event is going to be November 20th at Wine Up, of course. And it's going to be the release of my 3rd project, which is a CD and DVD called Dual Diagnosis. And that's a very, very transparent look at who I am, both sides of me. Most people who know me on Facebook know me as Tara, Danny, Cook, and there's like all these names that go along with it. Tara's my first name, Danielle is my middle name, so that's where you get the Danny from. And so in this, I'm kind of sharing with you guys kind of how they came to be and all that kind of stuff. So that's my big project that's coming up. We're also re-releasing the 1st CD called Undiluted Truth, and it'll be available electronically, CD Baby and whatever, along with the 2nd project that I released last spring called Dysfunctional Dismemberment. So there will be 3 CDs, 1 DVD, and then we're going to launch the first 2 products of what I hope to be a 5-project product line of Danny-isms. So I'm excited. I got a few things going on.
And what was the name of your 1st CD?
Undiluted Truth.
And the 2nd one?
Dysfunctional Dismemberment.
And your 3rd project?
Dual Diagnosis.